The military apparently completing another strike, this on an alleged drug boat in the Pacific. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth sharing the video on X, also writing, this vessel, like all others, was known by our intelligence to be involved in illicit narcotic smuggling, transiting along a known narco-trafficking route and carrying narcotics. 4 male narco-terrorists were aboard the vessel and killed during the strike, which was conducted in international waters. No U.S. forces were harmed in the strike. The Western Hemisphere is no longer a safe haven for narco-terrorists bringing drugs to our shores to poison Americans. The Department of War will continue to hunt them down and eliminate them wherever they operate. Kingsley, this has now been a number of strikes that we've seen carried out on these alleged drug boats. What sort of impact have these strikes had that the Department of War can speak towards?
You're absolutely correct. This has had a huge impact, and it's been, I think, very crucial to dismantling narco-terrorism all across the Western Hemisphere. We are sending a message to these cartels that if you traffic deadly drugs that kill Americans at catastrophic numbers, we will network you, we will hunt you down, and we will kill you. We now have 61 confirmed kills. These are all terrible narco traffickers who want to wreak havoc on our people and on our hemisphere, and we are saying no more. This was our 14th strike that we just had recently, and we are proud to continue to keep the homeland and the American people safe from this very dangerous and deadly threat. This is something that the president was very clear about on the campaign trail, and the American people elected him in overwhelming numbers to take care of this problem that previously by many administrations had been ignored. We'd focused on nation building all across the world while our own hemisphere was under complete chaos and being overrun with narco traffickers. That has ended thanks to this action that the president has directed, and we will continue to seek out these people who wish to kill and do harm on our countrymen.
Obviously, the strikes here carried out in international waters, but we're now learning that the U.S. is poised to attack military sites in Venezuela, as reported by the Miami Herald and the Wall Street Journal. Could you please speak to that?
So I won't get ahead of anything that the president may direct or may not direct. That will be up to him, and we as the military always stand ready to execute in his direction. What we have been focused on thus far is that very thing, taking out these boats wherever we find them, and the president has given us the authority to do that by creating these groups as designated terrorist organizations. That unlocked a lot for us here at the department to be able to engage in a fashion that we previously were not able to. So I think it's been really important and critical that we continue this effort. Think of these groups as the Al-Qaeda of the Western Hemisphere. They've killed more Americans than Al-Qaeda through the trafficking of these deadly, deadly drugs. And we want to make sure that we're dismantling their terror networks and keeping the American people safe. So we'll continue to do that all across the region.
Okay. That's some big news there. So we'll be watching to see what that might look like, a strike inside the country, as opposed to just those international seas. Let me also ask you about the use of nuclear tests. President Trump shared a Truth Social post recently, and he said this. This was, by the way, just before he was meeting with Xi Jinping. He said the U.S. has more nuclear weapons than any other country. Russia's second, China's a distant third, but will be even within 5 years. Because of other countries' testing programs, I've instructed the Department of War to start testing our nuclear weapons on an equal basis. That process will begin immediately. Kingsley, we haven't seen these tests in years. So you might understand there could be some concerns by Americans about where, when it could all take place and how folks could be impacted.
Yeah, and that will all be ironed out. The secretary is actually also, like the president, he's over meeting with different folks all across the Indo-Pacific right now and engaging in dialogue with all of our important partners that are over there and making sure that American interests are represented. So this is something that we will follow through on at the department. We are proud to be behind a president who understands peace through strength. I think no other president has understood how to achieve that more than this president. We've seen all of the peace deals that he's ironed out across the world, and that is really a result of American military power and strength. By reinvesting in what we do here at the Department of War, we are able to project that strength, and we're able to facilitate peace better across the world. So this will be just another piece of that.
All right. That is the press secretary for the Department of War, Kingsley Wilson. Kingsley, good to see you. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
All right.